If they don't want to take the time as a show to introduce us to Madison's mother and show us these interactions with Madison's mother, why would we give a shit about them talking about this drama that we didn't get to see? Good afternoon or evening, fellow Beyond the Gates viewers. Here to talk about today's Thursday, December 4th episode of the show. To be blunt, I felt today's episode sucked overall. That is how I felt. I felt like there was a lot of things I didn't care about today, or a lot of things that irritated me today. So, yeah, not my favorite episode over the past few weeks, to say the least. There was a couple of things that were intriguing to me. The main thing was probably the Nicole situation. So Carlton gave her a call today, basically canceling on her going to Winterfest with her because of a family emergency. They were just going as friends anyway, and clearly the show did not invest in those two to be a potential couple, in my opinion, because they never really built up the character of Carlton. Shanice found out about this, and Shanice had a grand idea to set Nicole up with someone she knows, even though Nicole was kind of uncomfortable with that possibility. But Shanice texted the guy anyway, and at the end of the episode, it seems like Nicole ran into the guy at the hospital. Shanice introduced them. He's a doctor, though, so that made me think they should already know each other, since it seems like everyone at that hospital that works there already does know each other. But maybe they don't know each other. So I'm intrigued that maybe we do have someone new for Nicole. I think I talked about this like a month ago, that I didn't really see anyone on canvas that really fits with Nicole. A new character, some new blood that might just be what the character of Nicole needs. Will this be Greg Vaughn's character? We've been talking about that for a couple months now. Greg Vaughn coming over from Days of Our Lives to this show. I'm assuming if he's not debuting this month, then it's definitely next month. So we'll see if this character is played by Greg Vaughn. I don't know if they'll be on tomorrow, but I'm at least intrigued by that. Anita seems to be having some health issues. That was her main story today as to why she was at the hospital. Leslie was at the hospital at the same time dealing with Peach's health, which apparently keeps deteriorating. I'm not looking forward to a health story for Anita. I don't love health stories on soap operas. I like my soap operas to be an escape from the real world. I appreciate when soap operas do their health storylines and they really bring up real health issues that the public needs to be thinking about. I get that. It's just not always fun to watch if it gets too dark. So I'm hoping it's not a health story coming up for Anita, but that's definitely what they seem to be playing up for her, unfortunately. Before Anita went to the hospital, she was at the police station talking to Elon. Anita is worried about Leslie's involvement with Winterfest. She doesn't want Leslie to cause a stir or too much of a stir because of Leslie's possible criminal activity history where Laura is concerned. So why not go to the chief of police to try and make sure that Winterfest is secured from any Leslie drama? I liked that Anita went to Elon. We've had scenes here and there from Elon and Anita over this first year of the show. And I mean, it's good to see that Anita does have some sort of plan where this whole letting Leslie be involved with Winterfest is. Still think Anita's been too lenient with Leslie overall with this Winterfest planning. Elon seemed to talk Marcel into doing the security detail at Winterfest, and the show has been playing up Leslie and Marcel getting to know each other recently. This is kind of the other thing I am intrigued by. I don't know where they're going with Leslie and Marcel getting to know each other more. So that intrigues me at least. They also shared a scene at the end of the episode again today where Marcel continues to like what he sees with Leslie, but we know that they're both on the villain side, Marcel being a dirty cop, Leslie being a crazy villain. I guess all I can say about that, as I am intrigued at least by that, but I don't feel like any scenes today were exactly hitting it out of the park, I will say. The story that annoyed me was Tomas and Kat, who are back from their Thanksgiving getaway, having a double date with Chelsea and Madison, and Madison and Chelsea drudging up drama from a Thanksgiving with Madison's mom, which took place off screen. I've been complaining about this since last Tuesday, and I feel stronger than ever that it was very stupid for them to do those scenes off screen. If they don't want to take the time as a show to introduce us to Madison's mother and show us these interactions with Madison's mother, why would we give a shit about them talking about this drama that we didn't get to see? I hate when soap operas do this. It's very lazy writing and it's bad writing. If you're going to have something take place off screen, it automatically makes a lot of the viewers care less and less. It is the show trying to tell us what is happening rather than show us what is happening, which is always the wrong decision. So I wanted to be intrigued by this story. I wanted to meet Madison's woo-woo mother. It seems like it could be an entertaining story, but if they're not going to take the time to actually show us, what's the point? So I don't even feel like really analyzing these scenes today between Chelsea and Madison and this problem coming up in their relationship, because the show doesn't want to take the time to actually show us. So moving on from that and going into Samantha meeting up with Eva today. This, of course, takes place at Orphe Jean so that June can have some scenes with Samantha too. Samantha's definitely been trying to help her birth mother on the job. Today she was helping filling up the napkins at Orphe Jean's. Samantha called Eva over to have a conversation to once again discuss the possibility of having a free clinic built in town. And I'm kind of surprised that they decided to have Samantha go to Eva for money. I get that Leslie just got a lot of money, and I get that Samantha is 100% right that it seems Leslie has endless amounts of money, just endless amounts of money, just never gonna run out of money apparently, that she thinks she can talk Eva into talking Leslie into donating all this money to build a free clinic. Maybe this will be the show taking another direction to make us see that Leslie is a well-rounded character. She's not just crazy, but I mean, I'm assuming that's where the show might go. Today, though, this was all just kind of used as a plot device to further Kat's obsession with Eva, because anytime Kat has to be on, we have to see her being obsessed with Eva and berating Eva. And once again, she was wrong in her berating of Eva. She thought when she first arrived and saw Eva and Samantha talking, she thought that they were talking about birth control, and that was the entire conversation. You know, Samantha has been having that troubles with possibly having sex with Nathan and all of that. So that's why Kat was jumping to so many conclusions, but she kind of just made herself look like an ass again. And I found that Samantha, who is supposed to be 16, was being far more mature in those scenes than Kat. It's also funny because the actress that plays Samantha is actually older than Kat. But the character of Samantha being more mature than Kat, I think, says a lot about the way Kat has been acting for too long now. Once Eva left, Samantha told Kat the conversation that she really did interrupt, that she was talking to Eva about the possibility of Leslie donating money for a free clinic. Samantha made the point that when her and Tyrell were being adopted into the family, Kat was the main person that made her feel like home when she became part of the family. But she says Kat has changed and she hopes Kat can fix her problems. And I hope so too, because I am so sick of Kat's only story being about being obsessed with Eva. It's beyond tired. Hoping after Winterfest we can move on from that, or at least give Kat a new story. So overall, I thought today's episode was quite lackluster. But maybe since today was lackluster, maybe we won't actually get a filler Friday tomorrow for once. Maybe we will get a good Friday with a good cliffhanger. I do believe Winterfest will finally start tomorrow. So that can be a good thing, or maybe that's just wishful thinking overall. But yeah, that's kind of about all I got to say today. Lackluster episode. I am intrigued by this new doctor that could be a new man for Nicole. If it is Greg Vaughn playing that character, I hope they give him something juicy. Sometimes the other shows Greg Vaughn has been on, the other soap operas anyway, they'll give him juicy material for a while, and he usually kills it when they give it to him, but then they pull back and they make him a boring character. So I'm hoping that Greg Vaughn is an intriguing character and a more well-rounded character, because if he is here for Nicole, he can't be too boring, because Nicole, she's a great baby face, as Devin would say in the comments probably. But sometimes these baby faces need a more intriguing character to be with if they're going to have a relationship on a soap opera.